Okay, so I'm gonna do this video as to why I'm not buying Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now, you could take what you get out of this video and you still don't want to, if you want to buy it, that's your business, but I'm just giving my pros and cons to the game. I played beta the last 3 days, and for people who are on the fence as to why they should buy it, why they shouldn't buy it, to me, it's irrelevant the money that you spend on this game. I know like $100 means everything to somebody, but I think overall the price is just negligible. Like that's not the point. But giving you the reasons, the video should say, should you invest your life and your time into the game versus should you not invest your time in the game? Because I think the money is a moot point, but for some reason Activision is strung up on it. And so let me start from here. So the main philosophy of Call of Duty Activision, the publisher, as you may well know, they sold the game to Microsoft, their whole thing for 70 billion. I don't know if it's went through arbitration as far as like is it going to be a monopoly for Microsoft? So I don't know if the sale is complete. So I don't know about that. But I can tell you it's much deeper as to why you shouldn't or shouldn't invest your time in the game. So I have to go over this. This is important to understand. There's different philosophies for different companies. And so Microsoft has the philosophy the same as now to generate income for this division, which is gaming. Then you want the most amount of people to subscribe so you can show your shareholders this is how much money we're making. You want everybody and their mother to buy Call of Duty because that's how you're going to generate income because they pay you a subscription every month to play your game because your game is so awesome. It's like crack. I can't put it down. I skip school, I skip work. I want to play your game. But that's not the case. Okay? So that's what it should be, right? That's what it should be. Now, we look at Activision and we look at their model. It has nothing to do with subscription base. Every company out here is trying to go to subscription base. Everybody is copying Netflix. I mean, this is why people are kind of like it just doesn't make sense. You get a package from Comcast, you pay like $200, $150, you get full speed internet, all the channels. And then for some reason people are like, "Well, why do I got to pay that?" And so now everybody came up with this idea, let's go subscription based. We'll a la carte everything, and now you're paying more money for the same package you would have got from Comcast in the first place. So like a lot of people that are grandfathered in, never change their package, are getting great deals, right? So this new subscription base, because people want to a la carte, they want to focus on things that they just want to use and play. So now we go to Activision. Now Activision is, hey, let's funnel everybody to the store. That's why you see it right here. If we go up here, their their game their gaming philosophy their gaming philosophy is funnel everybody into the store. So I think it was like 5 to 8 years ago they developed some system. It was dropped at the Activision stock market. I'm sorry, at the investors meeting where they showed the artificial intelligence gathered all the information. Routes ran. I mean, they did this like Moneyball. They got it and micromanage it down to the smallest minute thing. They're saying like, listen, if we could take the player base that we have. Now, this is the problem that I have with Call of Duty. Right now, and I'm going to do you a preface. Right now, as it stands, Call of Duty is going in two different directions. You got the suits, and then you got the developers and the publisher. You got the suits who say, okay, based on this information, we just need to develop the game like this so we can extrapolate the most money out of the remaining fans to go into the store and buy products so we can get our money back and then some for our investment. So when Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 3 dropped, they had the loot boxes, and they made billions. I mean, the stuff that they put in these loot boxes were over the top, ridiculous. They didn't. For example, you could buy a wrench and a little stubby knife, and they would have the same distance of lunging at people. There was like, and you would get multiple products of the same. You would get multiple duplications and pay the money and get the same thing, and you realize that this stuff was all useless, and you couldn't do nothing with it. It wasn't yours. You didn't own it, and so you paid all this money. So when I played Black Ops 3, you spent like $3,500 on a $70 game. You bought everything. That's how much it would cost. It was a fun game, so you spent the money on a fun game. So that kind of idea worked. But now we are at to the point right now. This game is stuck in no man's land. You have the suits who want everybody to drain as much money out of all of their fans as possible. And what I mean by this is they their idea, their philosophy of making money off a video game is, let's make a great game. We're gonna hype it up as high as we can, get as many people. We're gonna get all the streamers, all the popular people. We're gonna bring them to the event. They're gonna get you to come here. We're gonna blow up this name. Their philosophy is, okay, we're gonna make this game. We're gonna try to recoup all our money in the first month. It's like a movie. Their idea of making a video game does not correspond with everybody else. So they're trying to do something. It's not working. It's like it's like making a different engine that doesn't work. And so they have everybody. They want to extrapolate all this money out of everybody with skill-based matchmaking, progression setups, funnel you down to the store. There is so many walls. There are so many walls. So much convoluted counterproductiveness before you even play the game. It's such a huge turnoff that I can't justify buying the game, because I've played it from day one. I know what it was to now. And anybody new coming to the game, if you're a suit, you could care less. You're just going to drain what you can out of the IP from whoever's playing it from the beginning. So the system that they have from skill-based matchmaking, it's not subscription-based. And then this program that they have from artificial intelligence tells you the angles that they run. It basically tells you everything about a player. So then they just tweak it, and they could care less whether new players stay, whether people are having fun. I mean, it's just all about the money. There's no value here, and there's no value for the consumer. I don't want to come home and play a game that is going to make me work. So the main problem I have is, yeah, if you're going to use subscription based like Microsoft, which I'm hoping they change it and they're listening to this video and make it to where everybody can enjoy the game. There's a lot of things they need to get rid of. Like, I'm going to start off with the most devastating thing for a new player. The most devastating thing for a new player is, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have 7. First of all, on the top you got you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now you got 6 keys on the top, right? And then out of those 6 keys, 6 tabs, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 6 tabs on the top, 7 tabs on the bottom. And then out of those, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 tabs. 16 tabs. 6 to 7 to 16. That's just 1 out of 7. Now multiply that and then look at the difficulty in all of this right here. Just on this user interface alone. If you're not a seasoned Call of Duty player, how are you going to get through this as a new player? How is a new person supposed to understand this? Like, to me, it's like, okay, the developers, they're not hearing anybody. They're just like, okay, let's just make this game for the older players. Let's just go ahead. I mean, these influencers influence us to make the game, and we're going to do all this interfacing. If you look at the older versions of Call of Duty, there's no need for all this. There's no need for field of view, and there's no need for ADS sensitivity multiply. All this stuff to balance out playing PC players. This shouldn't even be a thing. This should be like, okay, look, this is too much. As a developer, let's make more money. We're going to make a game for the PC. We're going to make a game for the consoles. If you want to play on the consoles, we're going to make a watered down version. Because if you look at Battlefield back in the day, Battlefield 2 and Battlefield 2 Modern Combat are two different games. One made for the PC, one made for the console. You make twice as much money. Keep it simple, stupid. Instead, you want to appease all of your influencers, and they're like, "Oh my God, they got aim assist. The consoles, it's too much. They don't have to do nothing to beat us." Like, why are we there? Why, as a consumer, is it my problem that I have to put up with that? If I walk into Taco Bell and they don't have any more people that'll sit there and take your order, and I gotta sit there and do all this shit, and pico sauce, no pico sauce, guacamole, who's gonna go inside the lobby and order food? Nobody's gonna go through these. Stop making shit complicated. Stop it. People buy a console because they don't want to play on the PC. They don't want to play against PC players. I mean, there's no respect there for the consumer. They like, just make the game. We don't need 20 bazillion things. I mean, I understand it. I get it. It's cool to me because I've been playing for 10 years. It makes sense, right? But what's more important to me as an older player in the game is I want new players. I want the game to keep growing. I want new players. I want the experience, a connection base over skill based matchmaking. And so this is a big problem. This user interface is just way too much. A new player, and let me tell you something, even people who've played this game a long time, do you really think they want to take the time out of their life to spend on going through a user interface that's this complicated in beta? To me, it's already not fun. Where the fuck is the where's the manual? I need a nuclear scientist to decipher this for me if I'm brand new. You know what I mean? And so, anyways, that's just one thing. Then we go to the weapons. Then I just can't look. This thing is convoluted and confusing too. First, you got to pick the weapon. You pick a weapon. You can't even pick weapons you want to use because look at it. This is locked. It's locked behind a progression wall. So now I have to do gunsmith, hit square, and then square. Then I got more tabs up here. 1, 2, 3. Progression thing. Well, this progression thing is. Look, you're giving me a demo. You're giving me a beta. So based on this demo and beta, you want me to purchase your game, right? So why is this so complicated? Why do I have to go and say, okay, how come I can't unlock certain weapons? Like, I have to progress every one of these weapons up. Why can't I just pick them, put my shit on there, and play the game? What is all this? I can't even unlock weapons. I can't even unlock weapons. Look, this isn't beta. This is a demo. The game is done. Oh, those things could be changed. No, they can't. You're not gonna change the philosophy of the game. All right? That's not going to change. So that alone right there, that is the biggest one of the biggest problems I see in this game right now is this progression tree. I don't want to do it. I'm sorry. Just look, and then on top of that, when we hit this thing, options, I mean, I hit that. First I got to hit X and then square, or no, and then go over here. So there's like 30 more tabs this way. Then hit this thing. This perk, whoever came up with this perk thing should be fired immediately. Because first of all, if I'm coming in and out of games, and let's be frank here, I saw Swag and he said he talked to Joe Seacott, and Joe Seacott said that the reason why there's not red dots on here is because people don't want to be hunted down in the game. Why even make Call of Duty? It's a 10-minute game. It's a 10-minute game. You're not even going to have players play your game because they can't even understand the game. So why even worried about that? A game's 10 minutes. A team deathmatch. The core of Call of Duty, the reason why people purchased the game was because of team deathmatch. People want to come home, they get done with work, they want to release some stress, kill some people in a video game, and that's it. Now, if I enter a game and I have a preset perk position, and I enter a game halfway through, I'm not going to reach my last perk. So why is that even a thing? Like it's like it's like roads in Mexico that go to nowhere. Like it doesn't make sense. And then you have this perk system. I don't even know if I have the perks working. They're running. I have no clue what's going on. I pick my perks. I don't even know if they're running or not running. I have no clue. Then I got to go and change packages. Like it's not it's a package tab that's added onto my system. You see even me explaining it, like how do you understand how to play this game if I can't even explain it? I've been playing 12 years, 13 years. If I can't explain this game to you, then how do you expect a new person to play the game? So anyways, that being said, the perk system it's a game ender. It's a no-go. It's I can't even fathom buying the game because the perks, why even have perks in the game? They make no sense. You can't use them. You don't know when they're being used. You can't come in and out of games. You get into a game late, good luck. You only get 2 perks. Sorry. You got to earn the other 2 in time. I mean, is this Death Streak perks? It's just it's terrible. It's terrible. The perk system is atrocious. And you can't fix this. You can't fix this. They should have, I mean, the game was good. They should have just had pick 10 system. That's it. Perks. And then now we go to field upgrades. I mean, these field upgrades just the field upgrades make no sense. Zero, none. Why are they even in the game? It's like adding on to perks when they're cooldowns and you don't even know when they hit, you know? They're just such trash. Like anti-armor rounds, I'm not going to use. DDoS, okay. I mean, it's like mystery meat. You don't know, like it tells you activate the device, deactivates electronics, disrupts any sensors, immediate area, short time. Like, how do you even know if it works or not works? I use it so many times. I have no idea like how it's being positive representation for me. Like I don't understand. It's like I said, 13 years. If I don't understand, how do you expect a new player to understand? I get the purpose of it, but it doesn't make sense. And look, it says slow charged. Like, what's the point? I mean, recon drone. Like, who's gonna be using a recon drone in a team deathmatch? Nobody. Inflatable decoy. It's cool and everything. Yeah, I mean that could have been somewhere else. I mean, this stuff is garbage. Like tactical camera, these like these three suck. Suppression mine sucks. This thing doesn't even work. I tried it multiple times. Portable radar, like it's just it's counterproductive to the game. Like you're sitting there building 3 lanes for people, right? You're building the game for 3 lanes. Then you put doors in. The game's not moving. Tactical insertion, it took us years to get rid of that. Snipers sitting behind stuff, dying and then respawning and spawn killing. And you're talking about you don't want people to get hunted? Like that's the most ridiculous statement ever by Joe Sika. You're putting tactical insertion with sniper rifles, with who knows what else, that this game, the abominations that are going to happen a month into this game are going to have you break your fucking TV in half. That's why I don't want to go there. And so, and like, I'm not even going to talk about this other stuff. There's just no point. And then the gunsmith. Like, look at the stuff on there. I mean, it's endless. Endless stuff on these things that should be in perks. The game should be fun. The thing is you should have a look. If it's raining on the football field for one team, it's raining on the football for the other team. If the gun is easy to use for the M16 in Call of Duty 4, it's easy to use for everyone. It's the same thing. Why are we trying to why are we splitting up an apple into fucking 10,000 little chunks? It's still one apple. Why do we gotta eat it in 10,000 little chunks and sift through it and see which one piece doesn't have the worm in it, which one's a little piece is dirty? We don't need all that. Customization, progression. I you're completely lost. Like, if you want this game to make money, why is it so hard to get to even get to playing the game? So anyways, and let's talk about kill streaks. When we talk about kill streaks, why are kill streaks in the last 5 years? Why are kill streaks even in the game? First of all, like these higher kill streaks, I've been watching people use these higher kill streaks. They get killed in like 5 seconds. Look how many, like you got to get like 30,000 kills to get to it. Like 10 kills, 12 kills, 15 kills. And they're not stackable. They should be all stackable. It's an arcade first-person shooter. I should be stacking shit on stacking shit. Like, I should be getting like, okay, I should be getting, it should be SAE stacked to VTOL jet, stacked to the gunship, stacked to the Juggernaut. Let those kill streaks stack so people can get those kill streaks and just go off and have fun. I mean, that's why you have in the game weapons, that's why you have secondaries. You can pick a rocket or a javelin. You shoot shit down. You see it in the sky, you hear it up there. That's why you have a loadout set up with one of these rockets. Somebody shoots the shit down. That makes sense. You're changing that. And then another thing, another big problem that Call of Duty, they got pistol machine guns. Like why on small maps is this gun viable? Remember when Call of Duty was first made? Short distance was knife. When I got into close with somebody, whoosh, knife. I'm short range, pistol. If my pistol gets to medium range, it doesn't kill you because I'm decked out in military armor, bulletproof vest. Pistol 9mm ain't gonna kill you. Desert Eagle, 50 cal, Call of Duty 4, had kick. You had to time the kick when it came down. Boom, boom. That made sense. It was slow. It was timed. You had to have some skill to use it. And maybe it was a 1-2 shot kill still. So we go from short, medium, up close, short, medium, long distance. So you had knife, pistol, SMG, assault rifle. See the progression there? If I'm close, you can use the knife. I mean, I don't know why we got this elbow in here now where I got to hit you twice. Why do I got to hit you twice when I could just take out my knife and you're done? That's what it's there for. It keeps the game moving. If I got to hit you twice with my elbow and there's one other guy right there, I'm dead. So all that real estate I just gained, go back to go, start all over. Makes no sense. I earned that real estate. Why are you taking it away from me by restricting me, by making me kill people with two elbows up close? It should be one elbow or knife. Short range, I run out of bullets with my SMG. I'm up close. I move in with my pistol, kill him short range. It makes sense, right? If you got an SMG, you go to pistol. You're going to be a rusher. You know, you're not going to be running around with a sniper rifle that has no weight to it that I could just flick off the top of my shoulder. Like, that's another problem with Call of Duty. You got sniper rifles that have no restriction. They can put on any perks and the gun still does the same thing. But every SMG and assault rifles have all these compromises, have all these uh, governors on them. They cannot do anything. They're restricted. LMGs are useless. Shotguns, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't even know what the point is. But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it does the game is so out of touch with the consumers, like myself. I mean, I could tell you right now, a new player picks this game up, if they buy your game and your whole idea, your whole philosophy of marketing is let's just scam people, we'll hype this game up. Tim the Tap Man, whoever else is playing Call of Duty on Twitch blows it up, and hopefully we could scam you for $70 because within the next 3 weeks you're going to stop playing the game because of everything I just stated beforehand. So now you have the suits making the game, and I think we're at a point right now where the game is at a crossroads. The game is so convoluted and compromised and counterproductive that it doesn't make any sense. You feel like the suits have won the war, and they're like, well, too bad. This is the way it's got to be. And the developers, and I'm giving the developers and the publisher, not the publisher, I'm giving the developer and the devs the benefit of the doubt that you can't possibly make a game this bad unless the shareholders and the suits are saying this is the game, this is the way it's got to be, and they can't make a workaround. Like, seriously, like, this doesn't have a fucking workaround on it. Like, this right here, this progression wheel is a fucking game ender. Like, this is DOA, dead on arrival. Like, if I have to go through progressions to get these fucking weapons, fuck that. I'm not buying it. I'm not playing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna be. I'm not gonna get my. Like, think about it. If you're a new player and I just showed you all this shit you had to go through to get to this gun, do you seriously think if they pick up the Hurricane that's preloaded out and they go, wow, I really love that gun and the preloads, it's really fun to use, and they have fucking, like, some people don't watch YouTube. Some people don't watch all these people who talk about Call of Duty explaining how to get to that gun. Because there's no manual, there's nobody telling you how to, they just do whatever. Just make the game this way. So if I'm a new guy and I pick up the gun, and new players are important to the growth and the sustainability of an empire, that's why the border is open in the South. Because if you don't got new workers, your empire will fail. But the point is, it's like, you need new players to keep the game going. So if I gotta use the M4 and I have no clue and I never played Call of Duty, or I'm just turning 13, 14 years old, I'm young, or an older person that just wants to play it because I got sucked into the Vortex hype juice, I buy this game, I play the M4, and I can't get to the Hurricane unless I do all these. I forget it. I'm like this. I'm done. I'm getting my ass kicked. Who wants to get their face kicked in until they get to the Hurricane? Nobody. Especially these days. People are so super sensitive. You know how sensitive society is right now? Do you really think somebody can take that type of rejection on an M4? Like, who sits in these staff meetings? Who sits in these brainstorming sessions? Who does not recognize what's going on in the world? Like, how could you not see that this is the worst idea ever? Progression. Like, a new player gets their ass kicked. Do you think they want to play this game? No matter how high you have skill-based matchmaking turned up. So I have to believe that the suits want so much and squeeze so much out of the remaining players, we wind up with something that is convoluted, counterproductive. I can't even see past my own nose to get to the fun part. Literally, it's like licking a snow cone of glass to get to the gumball that you want at the bottom. Instead of it's ice, it's glass and nails. Like, think about it. That's how terrible it is. And then after that, this perk system is the perk system and the progression tree are game enders. Game enders. Like, I don't even know which perk is working or not working, or when it's working, or if it's on and it's actually working. It just says, hey, put it on there. If I go into a game, oh, well, you're not going to get your last two perks. You're just going to get the first two. I don't want them being chased by red dot hunters. Well, how is this fair to me if I enter a new game and I only get to use two perks and the other one's done? Why just give them to me? Just let me play the game. Why? Why? And then the field upgrades. Add insult to injury. Like, here, we're just gonna put like, yeah, I don't know, just put this thing, it flies around and drops smokes on people. Yeah, that's the ticket. What? What is this smoke drone? A smoke drone. Are we this lazy, people? Come on. A smoke drone? Wait a second. What's that? It's a smoke grenade. Yeah, I need a smoke drone. Come on, man. What are you guys doing? I cannot, in good faith, tell you to buy this game. I cannot. Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to buy the game, whether you're new or old. You're going to get into the user interface. You're going to get into this. You're going to be playing it. And within the first week or two, once people figure out the maps, forget it. It's over. I don't care what you have. It's not going to, the game is going to be molasses. It's not going to be fun. This game should be pick up for everybody. We shouldn't be Activision shouldn't be developing a game to think they're going to recuperate all their money up front. This game's going to be a disaster. I'm going to tell you right now, it's a great, like, the developers, look, you get paid to do your job. Some people hate doing their job, but you just get paid to do whatever you do. And this game could be a top 3 game. If we went to a Pick 10 system, we got rid of doors, skill-based matchmaking, and field upgrades, this game would be top 3. Top 3 game, because the weapon models are beautiful. The weapon sounds are beautiful. The one-on-one fighting in the game is beautiful. The maps, I love them. But I can't get past all of that to get to the gumball at the bottom of the glass and nail snow cone. Can't do it. I can't do it. That's too much heartache for me. And then, like, see, this is the thing. You put the time into the game, and you did all of that I just told you. Who do you think's going to be left playing the game? A very small few people that are in the same category as you. So instead of having 2 million, why do you think they deleted the real-time player count on the game? Because all those players are gone. They lost 50 million people over the years of their game. They lost 50 million. I think that's more than 50% of their user base. You imagine if Netflix lost 50 million subscribers? they would be done. They would be like Blockbuster, out of business. So by the time you get through all of that hell, you're going to be stuck playing with the same people. I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well just go play shitty ass Halo, play the same people. I seen a text yesterday from one of the developers on Halo. He said, "What should I do to change?" I mean, literally, they're asking people because their game fucking sucks and it's dead. What should they do to change the game? I can't even tell you what I can't. I don't even know what to say here. I'm not buying the game. I played for free. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like I like the game. I like the game, but I can't deal with all this other extra stuff. You know, it just doesn't make sense to me, and I know where it's going to end up at. I don't need to play the game any longer than that to tell you where it's going. I mean, within 3 weeks to a month, they can make all the changes they want. I mean, this is this is too big to change. Like you'd have to change the game completely. You'd get rid of these field upgrades and these. I mean, who cares if people? Who gives a shit if people have 1,000 kill games on YouTube? What the fuck does it matter? Why do you care? If people are having fun playing the game, why does it matter? Like obviously, if you're here and you have 50 million subscribers and now you're down here, obviously what you're doing is not the right thing. It's not what people want to do. So we can only look at a couple things. We could look at this at two ways. One, the suits, they say, okay, this is what we want. You can do with the game whatever you want. We don't give a shit as long as we get our money. But it's like the movie Casino, where Robert De Niro or whatever, the Amish guy, is bringing less and less money from the casino to the mob bosses. And eventually the suits are going to say it's less and less money every year. They're going to be like, listen, we're going to have to clean house, get rid of the IP like Guitar Hero, or we're going to have to get all brand new developers. And everybody's using Call of Duty as a meal ticket, and the players, they can fuck off because that's how they're being treated. It's how I feel I'm being treated. And as a consumer, I'm not going to patronize a company. Listen, people going to Burger King, McDonald's, or wherever, you can be, you can have a great game. You could be McDonald's and have McDonald's, but it, you can have the best service, the best product in the world, but anybody can duplicate you. Anybody could duplicate Call of Duty if they provide better service. That's why there's Burger King. That's why there's Wendy's. That's why there's Arby's. If they didn't provide, if they provided top-notch service on top of their top-notch product, there wouldn't be 1,000 McDonald's fucking replicas. But they don't provide the service. So eventually somebody's going to make a Call of Duty clone that provides service for the consumers. And then that, and this is a crossroads right now. In my opinion, I think this game is a is terrible for consumers. I mean, it's terrible. Some people will put up with it because they fall into the hype vortex. But overall, you're going to get less and less and less and less players to where it's dead. I mean, look at Halo. Nobody's playing that game. And they got developers begging people for ideas. When people have been telling them for years, like, change shit. And they don't listen. No one listens. All they listen to is influencers. Influencers account for 1/1000th of a tenth of a percent of the people who purchase your game. You have to listen to common folk. You have to listen to the people who come home from work who just want to have fun. This is too many fucking boundaries and barriers and walls and shit to get through to get to the game. All the pain people, eventually people are like, listen, I love you as a son, but you've crashed 10 fucking cars. I can't buy you your 11th car. You're on your own, son. You can't do it anymore as a consumer. So that's where we're at. I would not buy this game. I would not patronize them. I would not give them the money. That's it. That's it. I wouldn't give them your money. So that's my reason. You can look through it all you want. It's not a good it's not good for the consumer. It's not user friendly. First of all, it's not user friendly. It's not fun to play. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, if it was a great game, I would tell you. You go back and look at my beta videos for Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was the pinnacle achievement of the Call of Duty franchise. It had the most freedom. You could play the game on the ground. You could play the game in the air. You could play the game on the wall. You could play it anywhere the fuck you want to play it. It had the most freedom, had the most setups, had the most diversity. The, the user interface made sense. The weapons, the cooldowns, the perks, they all fell in line with each other. It was the apex of Call of Duty. That's it. They reached the top. It peaked right there. And really, what they should have done, everybody said they wanted boots on the ground. But look, nobody wanted boots on the ground. It was a few people on social media. They looked at the numbers, the amount of people that were playing the game and spending $3,500 per person. I mean, they generated fucking almost $1 trillion. I would say I'm not exaggerating. It was a lot of billions just off of the store in Black Ops 3. That tells you the game was awesome. Now they may have said, oh, this game hasn't sold as many as the other games. Well, you still had skill-based matchmaking. You still had a lot of paywalls in there. But overall, you look at Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 was the pinnacle. I mean, I would say it was the apex of Treyarch's development right there. They reached the top right at that peak. But ever since Black Ops 3, the game's I mean literally the game peaked at Black Ops 3 and just did like fucking Bitcoin and just fucking went to the bottom and shit. I mean just fucking fell off a cliff. And these doors and footsteps. Oh my god. I mean, any common sense person could tell you if I'm shooting an M40, you think I'm going to hear somebody's footsteps coming a mile away? I mean, what's the point of that? What is the point of that? I can't hear your gun, but I can hear your footsteps. Ba 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 ba. Are you fucking kidding me? How is footsteps louder than an M240? I mean, all you have to do is put in counters for stuff. If you're so concerned about people seeing and being chased down in red dots, and you're making this game so complicated with user interface and progression and this and that and this and that and field upgrades, Joe Seacott, are you telling me that somebody, if you made the game simple, didn't want to be seen on the radar, that they could just put in cold-blooded perk slot number 2? Now you don't see me. It's that easy. What? There's your counter. Oh, you got dead silence? Okay. Well, maybe you should move around and stop sitting in a corner. I'm sorry. The game moves. It's got 10 minutes. I mean, do you really want to build a game where everybody's sitting in the window for 10 minutes? Does that sound like fun to anybody? No, it doesn't. 10 minutes, man. I want to eat my fast food, my Taco Bell. Okay, next Taco Bell meal. Next Taco Bell. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's go. Next, 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 next. Instant gratification. Next, 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 next. If I wanted to go play Rainbow Six, I would play Rainbow Six. If you want people to play your game, make it easy, accessible, user interface. Everybody can pick it up. It's fun. If you can make if you can make an if you can make a guy win any given Sunday, then they're gonna buy your game. That's it. I mean, I mean, we've come a long way, and we're at this game right now. It's like I see this great character I want to play with these awesome looking guns. Gun weapon models look magnificent. I know what's going to happen. It's not going to be fun because people are too worried about another thing. If you're so worried about skill-based matchmaking and you're so worried about kill-death ratio, why can't we have team deathmatch player match where you're look, I just want to have fucking awesome as a consumer. I just want to have awesome gunfights. Look at these weapon models. Look at these characters. I just want to have fight after fight after fight after fight. Why can't I have team deathmatch player match? I don't give a shit about my kill death ratio. I just like, oh dude, I had some awesome battles. These were cool. Instead, I got to go, okay, now I got to play third person. It looks like it's going to be fun. They put me in mosh pit. I hate all these other fucking That's another thing. That's another thing. People play this game for team deathmatch. It should be number one. It shouldn't be hidden. You want your consumers to buy your game. Why is it hidden? That should be number one. You want more players to play Warzone? You need more people to be acclimated to their character. If I walk into your house and say, hey, buy this game, in 5 seconds, they're going to look at you and be like, who the fuck are you? But if I walk in the game, if I walk in their house and go, look, dude, this game is awesome. You know, you don't have to waste your time. It's really easy to use. It's player match. You don't have to worry about kill death ratio. Look at all this, and I explain to them. I show them the value of how easy it is, and it's not gonna fuck with them. Then it makes sense to them. You know, I'm just, but I like this is like walking in someone's house in 5 seconds. Buy my game. What? Buy your game? Why? Sell me this pin. Why? I don't need your pin. It's like, it just doesn't make any sense. This game doesn't make any sense. It's like looking at something through a glass wall that you can't have. So if I can't have it, it's like okay. It's like going to Vegas and they always have that horseshoe with $1 million in it, and everybody takes a picture of it. That thing's like behind 30-inch plexiglass. Ain't nobody breaking that out of there. Same thing as this thing. It's impossible. This is too convoluted. I mean, look at all this. Look at this. This is I don't know what's going on. Like, go to the store. Buy. I mean, I don't know. Anyways, I said it. That's the reason why you shouldn't buy the game. If you can't comprehend that and you wanna buy the game, that's your prerogative. You wanna buy the game, buy the game. Buy it. Me, I'm telling you why. It's not about the money. It's about investing your time. Is it worth it to invest your time playing this game? And the answer is no. Because you're going to get mad. It's going to make you angry. Mark my words. You think I'm wrong, but I'm right. You're going to buy the game, and within a month, you're going to find something else to do with your time. So it's not the point that you wasted $70. It's the point that you've wasted 6 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 30 days. That's life you'll never ever get back. And for what? And then you're going to be in a bad fucking mood. Like, you're not even going to know why you're mad. You're like, man, I'm fucking pissed. And that's why you're going to be mad. Because the game is going to make you mad. Whereas before, when you bought Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 3, you come home from work, you fucking killed 1,000 people, blew up, dropped nukes, Killstreaks went off, you was like, yeah, I'm the man! Fucking then you're all happy the rest of the day. You don't even know why you're happy, because you just released all your stress from work. You took it, you gave it to the video game. Instead, you're coming from work pissed off, and the game's giving you more fucking stress. Who wants that? And it's like the devil. It's like it projects negativity on you, and then you spread your negativity to everybody else. I mean, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna add this little PS on the end of it. I'm gonna tell you, those people who kill people at Buffalo and in Uvalde were both Call of Duty players. If you went and looked at their videos, they acted out what they couldn't act out in the game. You may think I'm psycho, but that's the truth. If a person has a mental disposition who plays Call of Duty, who's going through depression, cannot act out their aggression and give their negativity to this game, they will fucking snap and go out in the real world and do the shit and be like, okay, it's not me. It's not that I'm a bad player. I'm actually pretty good. I can kill people. That's how the insanity is of skill-based matchmaking. Now you may disagree with me, but I believe that's the facts, and I believe there's probably even more people that acted out their anger. They really didn't cross that line killing people, but I can tell you this game, I mean, video games, if you look at 2008 when the housing market crashed, we're heading for another big fucking crash. And it's going to be global recession. And people are not going to have money to go out and do things. So the cheapest thing they could do is video game entertainment. And if you got games like this that piss people off, they're going to even be more mad. So you got to remove yourself from shit that makes you angry. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to catch yourself. And this game is not a game that's going to satisfy. It's not going to satisfy you. It's going to make you more angry. So with that being said, if you got a mental disposition, you should not be buying Call of Duty. And I can tell you that for a fact. You need to go work out, go exercise, fucking take a walk, find something else to bring some positivity, because this thing is straight negativity. So anyways, that's my gist of it. I hope that helps you out. I know there's 1 day left in the beta. I mean, I'll definitely play it for free because, look, I'm acclimated. I've been playing for 15 years, 12, whatever, how many years it's been out. So I'm pretty much know like how to circumvent all this trash, these I don't know what barriers to get to the fun. Like, and I'm not buying the game, but I will play their game for free because I like the game. I like the character models. I like the weapons. I like the fact that they brought back third person. So it adds a little bit more spice to me because I remember third person Call of Duty 4. And that's it. I just, there's no way that I can have this negativity in my life. It's over the top. The game's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be a pressure reliever. It's adding pressure. It's adding negativity. It's too many barriers to get to the fun. I'm not doing it. There's and I don't know how anybody else could, especially in today's society, with everybody's like 5-second drive through. I want my food now. I don't even know how these young people can play this without fucking snapping. I mean, they're already on the edge right now. So that's it in a nutshell. If you're a parent watching this, I would not buy it for your teenage son or kids. They probably wind up destroying your whole house. I would crash in their car, whatever. Not getting angry. But those are my 2 cents. I mean, if you're an older person, forget it. I mean, if you're over 35, you're not gonna figure this shit out at all. You're like, it's beyond your comprehension. Like, a person that's 35 or older, do you think they're really gonna sit down and go through this and waste their time? Even 30, I would tell you, anybody 25 or older is not going to waste their time going through this convoluted, counterproductive user interface, blah, 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 blah. Well, got to go over here, and then you got to up, down, left, left, right, and then add this, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. Brain session storming at the meeting Activision should be, or the developer should be, how can we make this game easy and fun for everybody to use? First thing on the list, cross off skill-based matchmaking. Connection first over everything. Second thing, let's have stack streaks so people could get bazillion fucking kills so they can advertise for us for free on YouTube. We don't need Twitch streamers. We don't need Dr. Disrespect or any of those people. These people posting 100 kill games, they'll do it for us. There'll be a star born every day. Let's put that person on a pedestal instead of putting 60 people E-stars killing. What are you doing? I mean, don't you want everybody in there? Do you want grandma buying your game? You want Uncle Billy buying your game? You want You want the person in the grave buying your game. Everybody should be buying your game. It shouldn't be funnel it down to these few people. It's a game I want that I can't have. It's a game I want to play, but I can't afford to spend my life force on it. Your life force is worth for you to buy this game for $70. And let's not forget all the stuff that's included in playing this game too. Like 1280, 140 PPP, whatever, to scuff controller, batter beaver controller, pro headset, PC, headphone, circular sound system, blah 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 blah. Your cable bill, this bill, that bill. Dude, you got to have at least $1,200 to play this game properly, or you're gonna get your ass kicked. Let's start there too, you know. And then on top of that, you have all of that, and then you want to invest your time in this game. Like, man, bro, forget it. Not gonna do it. So I hope that helps you out. It's not about the money. It's about the sweat equity. It's not worth your sweat equity. It's not worth the negativity it's going to bring on your life. It is not worth it. If it was a stress reliever and it was easy, because like I said, it rains on the field for one person, it rains on for everybody. If I can pick up the N16 and Call of Duty 4 and everybody else can pick up we're both equal. It's not because on console I knew to set my slide indicator on a point of view at 88 and I have a scuff controller with 60 degree, 30 degree, 360 degree headphones, or I went into the weapon wheel and I found one little thing, you know, how do I know that as a other player on the other side that got killed? That's the reason why I lost. All I know is I keep getting my ass kicked. It's not fun to me. I'm not playing the game. Sorry. Game over. No money for Activision. Microsoft, you're a sucker for paying $70 billion for the Activision gaming catalog. You got ripped off. Sucker. So, anyways, that's it for me. I'm going to go eat lunch. I'll come back, stream a little bit more. And then that's it for me. I'm donezo. Till next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace. I'm out. I hope that helped you in your decision. And hopefully, whatever you decide, that's your business. I'm out. Later.